Yum. Hey guys, it's your girl, Sam Manuel, and you are currently listening to Monday with Emmanuel. I've been wanting to record a podcast for a very long time now, and I decided if any man can go to Best Buy and purchase a mic, what is stopping me? I'm going to try to record this all in one take, but if that doesn't happen in today's episode, that's fine. I usually film and then edit, but we're going to try something new, something different, and we love change and progress. So here we go. Bought this coffee from Home Goods yesterday. It's Disney coffee, Joffrey's. It's banana and brown sugar. Very, very good. Highly recommend. I wanted to film. I wanted to record a podcast for a lot of reasons. One, I am 30 now, so I feel like I have a lot of knowledge to share with y'all, a lot of experiences to share with y'all. I've had a very, what I deem a crazy life. I really just wanted to bring those experiences and situations to you guys, so you could either A, laugh, or B, learn something that you shouldn't do or should do, or takeaways. We love a good takeaway. This podcast is going to be heavily about relationships, all relationships, not just a matter of love, but relationships in regards to friendships, acquaintances, co-workers. Love is included in this, obviously. Just all types of relationships. I have not been very good in a lot of my relationships. I don't think I have any that have been very successful. I'm sure you're thinking how I qualify to speak on relationships if I don't have any, but it's the experience, honestly. I've learned a lot in these past 30 years, and I must say I've boiled relationships down to having 4 major things, and that is loyalty, trust, communication, and love. Love is very important. The feeling of love is very important in any relationship. Any relationship. You have to have love for that other person. It doesn't have to be romantic love, but it does have to be some sort of feeling, emotion, and that is what creates loyalty. Personally, I'm really disappointed in all the social interactions that I've had with people in the past and continue to have, honestly. This is the main reason of why I wanted to create this space to talk. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years now, and YouTube is just really my way to cope with existing and kind of move forward from things that have happened to me. Anytime I talk about something that is weighing heavy on my mind, I literally make a YouTube video about it, and suddenly I feel a lot better. So I guess that's my first educational comment. Talking about things will make you feel better. When I was younger, I used to think, oh, that's bullshit. I don't want to talk about my feelings. But that's only because that was something that was created when I was younger. I'll tell you, I'm Italian and a Scorpio. So those are both dangerous characteristics in myself. If any of you come from an Italian family, you know that they just don't believe in therapy or getting help or talking about problems outside of the family. So talking about the things that are going on in your brain or the things that are happening to you inside your body, feelings, emotions, even pain is just not something that you do. You kind of just suck it up and you move on. When I did move out of the house, I started getting more comfortable with my feelings. I wasn't ready for therapy right away when I moved out, but we got there. I don't, man, therapy. Okay. I don't consider therapy helpful for everyone. Let me make that clear. It is helpful for a lot of people. I'll give you that, but I feel as if you take enough time with yourself and stop worrying about other people so much that maybe some of your deeper problems will diminish. I have done a ton of research. I've read a lot of articles, a lot of books about things that I thought were wrong with me and how to make those things better. And one topic that I really got hooked on is forgiveness. Forgiveness is very fucking difficult for me. I just told you guys I'm a Scorpio and I'm Italian, so I definitely hold high onto grudges. It's kind of just who I am. So when it comes to forgiving people for fucking me over or doing something that I just deem incredibly heinous, it's hard for me. In a lot of ways, I feel like that's what made a lot of people leave my life. My unwillingness to forgive in certain situations. This isn't a victim cast, but I've never had a lot of people stick by my side or have my back or anything like that, which makes it a lot easier for me to stay away from people. I can't tell if that makes me a strong bitch or a mean bitch who needs therapy, but I just don't believe in forgiving people for things that I deem heinous. The fucked up part is, if you do manage to find your way back into my bubble, back into my life after fucking me over, I will spend the whole fucking time making your life a living hell instead of working on forgiving you. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like out here plotting to hurt your feelings. It just kind of instinctively happens or will happen. I do come equipped with sarcastic responses and very sly comments, so they're on the ready. But I will indirectly make a comment if you say something that I don't like or anything like that. When I was younger in my childhood, I used to literally cry to my mom about not having any friends. I want to say this started when I was like 7, I want to say. I wasn't really good at having friends or holding long-term stable friendships with anyone. And I feel like that stems back from the relationship that I have with my parents. And there's always been a problem with them, with friends, with significant others, with coworkers. I've always create a toxic environment. Or maybe I don't create it, but it definitely gets created. It takes two to tango. So I'll just throw that out there. That's the chapter of forgiveness that I'm on right now. Forgiving someone based on their past and the things that they've done to you in the past. People can come to you a fresh noodle, but, you know, they still have a little sauce on them. They still have that ability to hurt you. And looking at the past, if you don't look at the past, it could repeat itself. You know, history repeats itself if you don't keep an eye on the past. And I think the things that they've done in the past definitely dictates the future because you know what they're capable of now. You know what can happen. So someone like me, in my mind, it's like, oh, are they going to do it again? Is that going to happen again? What can I be on the lookout for? How can I forgive someone if I'm always on edge? If I, and some days are worse than others, and some days are a hell of a lot better than others, where you're distracted by, having fun together and doing activities, and then other days it's just like, oh God, what if? That little like voice in your head asking, what if that happens again? What are we gonna do? What's gonna happen? And that goes for any relationship, not just a love relationship. But however, I do feel like the love relationships definitely hit harder than a normal run-of-the-mill friendship. For example, a married couple. If my wife had ever cheated on me, I'd be like, bet, where's these divorce papers? I left a pause there for a reason. I know, there's two sides to there's two solutions to every problem. Like, one would be, hey, let's work this out. We've been through a lot. I'm willing to forgive you for this quote unquote mistake, because let's be honest, cheating's not a mistake. Or two, let's get these divorce papers written. I'm the divorce paper girl. I will not be cheated on. I will not be wronged. And again, I can't tell. I don't know anymore if that makes me strong or if that makes me mentally ill. I mean, I've been known to be loyal to people who don't deserve it. I used to definitely be a do anything for anybody type of person. Like, people would ask me to jump, and I would simply ask how high. But that has definitely diminished with time and age. And I'm definitely starting to believe that love is just some social construct that was created by Hollywood to make people who don't have love feel lesser for not having it. You see that a lot in movies and things like that. Yes, I have considered going to therapy to work on forgiveness and learning how to forgive from a educated professional, but I don't think it's worth my time or money or energy to learn to forgive someone who's hurt me as severely as some of these people have. No one should be able to come back into your life for free, period. There's no, oh, I'm so sorry. I want to make it better. Let me come back. No. I don't want to be the bigger person. I won't be the bigger person anymore. I don't want to be. I've been the bigger person for the past 15 years. Nah, son. I am at a crazy point in my life where I want the people that hurt me to suffer. Not by the hands of me, but, I want them to feel what I felt. And that brings me to a point of who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with people who have low vibrations and are willing to hurt you and just want to come back and say sorry, that will bring a lot of negativity and will create low vibrations in yourself. And there has been a lot of people that I refuse to forgive for the things that they've done for me. And in researching that and forgiveness, I've discovered that I am always going to be an asshole in someone else's story. Think about it. Sit back, think about it. You are the villain in someone else's life. You are. Someone out there hates you from whatever narrative that they were fed by someone else, possibly, or just how they perceive you. Which is why I used to try to I used to try to see myself through other people's eyes. And you can't fucking do that. You can't fucking do that. You can't care about how other people see you, because then you'll just create a person that you think that person wants to see. And not everybody's gonna fucking like you. And that's just something you have to accept. Not everyone is going to fucking like you, kiss your feet, do what you want to do. Like, not everyone is going to have that I like this person mentality. This is a good person. Someone out there thinks you're an asshole. Period, poo. Hey, people that say, oh, I love you now. I didn't realize what I had until I lost you. What? You didn't realize what you had until, well, guess what? You fucking lost me. I'm gone. Bye, bitch. What am I getting by forgiving you, huh? What do I get? What do I get from this situation? Okay, you come back. Hey, I finally have love to offer you. I know I didn't before, but here's some love. And it's not even a quarter of the love that you wanted in the first place. It's not even, bitch, it's not even the fucking bare minimum. What do I get by forgiving you? A little bit of love? I deserve more now since you fucked me over. I deserve a lot more. And guess what? You don't have that kind of love to bring to my table. You're not ready to bring the kind of love that I need to my fucking table. You can't walk all over someone like a fucking rug. Respect, loyalty, trust. These are things that need to be in a relationship, and they just don't exist anymore. If you say phrases like, oh, I love you now, and I didn't realize what I had until I lost you, every day I'm going to question you. I'm going to question your motives. I'm going to question your feelings towards me, and I'm going to question the trust that I have in you. Suddenly they come back and apologize, and you have to forgive them because they said sorry? No. Maybe it's time to boot that person out of your life. People need to listen to their intuition and their inner thoughts a lot more. And when you have low vibrations and surround yourself with people who have low vibrations, you are less likely to hear that voice telling you what you need to do. Silence isn't always deadly. I've talked about this in one of my older YouTube videos. Silence is sometimes the key to your life. There's so much going on in the world. There's so many thoughts, and sometimes you just gotta flip that switch and turn your thought system off in order to create a silence that allows you to think properly and not have brain fog. And then suddenly everything becomes a lot more clear. The idea of forgiveness, very cool. Yeah, babe, I love you. Let's move on from this. That is going to create turmoil in your mind. I'm telling you. Saying yes, okay, yeah, I'll forgive you. That person doesn't have to live with what they did to you once they hear, yeah, I forgive you. What do you think they're living with? I've never been a person that has fucked someone over and then had to live in my brain with it. But I do know I have been on the other end of the stick where I've been fucked over and attempted to forgive someone. And all that runs through my head is this going to happen again? Do they really care for me? Am I important in their life? Or are they just hanging on to nothing? What are we hanging on to at this point? Do you even care? You hurt me. You destroyed my fucking soul. You stabbed my heart. I have to fucking mend it again. And you want to come fucking back. Boy, oh boy. That is a lot to fucking... that is a lot to run through, honestly. And that's why I say it's easier to just stay away from people, you know? That's what I do. I stay away from people. No one reaches out to me. I don't reach out to them. And fuck it. Who cares at this point? But then there's the other side of me. There's that other side of me that craves human interaction. But then I see that none of these things, loyalty, trust, communication, love, none of these things are existent in today's society. They don't exist. People have dropped them or weren't taught them. I don't know what it is at this point, but I am in a situation where I'm trying to figure out someone's motives and what their intentions are. And if I should let them back in my life after they mistreated me so bad. And yeah, some days are very, very hard. And then some days are easy. But it's really hard to look past the past and forget, let alone forgive it. When you look at someone that did you dirty, all you could see is the dirty things that they've done. That's all I could see. And then I've had a lot of people tell me, like, you don't even remember the good things we've been through. Well, yeah, after you fucked me as hard as you did, it's, like, really hard to think about the good times. And the good times didn't involve you bringing anything to my table. They were just good times. And most of those good times I paid for. So I might as well have gone by myself or done that thing by myself or went out to eat by myself. You just happened to be there providing social interaction. I did want to talk about home wrecking, but I didn't really know how to fit it into the pod. So I kind of just want to talk about it on the side. Because it has a lot to do with, home wrecking has a lot to do with my past and the things that I've done. But I still think it's a very important topic. Home wrecking and side chicks and things like that are very important to, they're like the problems in a relationship that test loyalty, trust, communication, and love. They're like little dementors that come in and try to test all those things. As I did get older, I've definitely come to realize that being a side chick is emotionally traumatizing. I can't do it anymore. I won't do it anymore, so that's a positive. I definitely used to be a home wrecker in my past. If I saw some girl that I wanted, I would fucking go after her. Relationship, married, didn't matter. I wanted her. But I definitely stopped doing that, and I definitely realized when I stopped doing it. Is that fucking Sims? Is that Sims music in the background? And that's another story for another day, I think. I love how I started with, we need loyalty, trust, and communication and love, and ended with, yeah, I wrecked a few homes. Fuck, bro. Yeah, it was like really weighing heavy on my head lately. Just been thinking about it in my little noggin. I hope you guys have had a wonderful time listening to the first episode of Mondays with Manuel. I will be sharing a lot more of my experiences and vibes with y'all on next episode. This podcast is really just to share about what relationships mean to you and me. And if anybody has any stories or anything they would like to share with the pod, please feel free to PM me, DM me, write me, carrier pigeon. I'll take all forms of PMs, DMs, but hit me up. Tell me a story. I will keep it 100% anonymous, and we can have a good time talking about it. I have a lot of opinions and a lot of things to say, and sometimes my opinions aren't always very popular, but there's sometimes the opinion that you need to hear and you need to think about. Devil's advocate, if you will. I'll leave you on this note. What a relationship means to me is sort of mafiosa vibes. I had someone write this in my DMs actually on Instagram. And yeah, loyalty, trust, communication, love, all of those things equal like having someone's back, being there for them, trusting them. If they're wrong, still agreeing with them in public, and then disagreeing with them in private and educating. Relationships with me are definitely like mafia, all or nothing. Don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Mafia vibes. Once you're in the family, you're in. And if you fuck with the family, you be swimming with the motherfucking fishes. So, there's that. Damn, this coffee's good. I was watching the Love is Blind reunion. And I hate to say this, but Shake is right. Everything he was saying was so on point, but no one wanted to believe him. Love is not blind. I'm sorry. Love is blurry at best. There has to be physical attraction. There has to be physical attraction when it comes to love and when it comes to a relationship. If you're not physically attracted to someone, I don't understand how you can be in a relationship with them, because sexual attraction is definitely a big deal, whether you want to admit it or not. The only time I did not agree with Shake is, when he first met Deepti, he came out and he was like grabbing her ass and kissing her and like, wow, you're fucking hot. Like, he was all about her, and then suddenly wasn't. That is two-faced. That is fucked up. I do not trust you when it comes to that. However, I do believe you when you say love is blurry at best, because it's true, honestly. And people were only on the show, everybody wanted to, be head of the show, like their drama have stuck out the most so they can be known. And that's a fact as well. People just want to be known. People will do the most to get the most recognition. That's it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to the first installment of Mondays with Emmanuel. I'm your host, Sam Manuel. Feel free to check back in next Monday. What date is next Monday? Feel free to check back in next Monday, March 21st, for a new installment of Monday with Emmanuel. I really want to keep these up, so if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about any of these episodes, I'm happy to discuss them in the next episode. I hope you like this kind of layout format. It is just an audio recording. It is a podcast. But if you do want to see some video or anything like that, let me know. It's just me sitting here with a mic. Honestly. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye.